We are going to look at how to make a wonderful brochure using these computers we have in room 253. So I got my Google up. I got some images that I can pull from and put on my brochure. I'm going to click on my Windows Start button in the lower left hand corner. We are going to use Publisher 2013. If you cannot find Publisher, if it doesn't show up right there when you click on the Start button, you can always type in PUBLI and then it's gonna be right there. So I'm going to click on it. It opens up. Now our instructions that I give you on the assignment on Canvas tell you how to do this. I'm going to tell you right now in this video how to do it because it's a little tricky. Instead of clicking on the brochure right here, the first thing you want to click on is built in. It's built in, hyphenated. It's right there on the screen, kind of in the middle after you open up Publisher, middle of the top. So click on built in and then click on brochures. That will open up all these different templates that you can use. It just scrolls and scrolls and scrolls and scrolls, and there are quite a few of them. I'm just going to click on the first one. It says arrows. We want to make them as unique and as original as possible. So once again, we're working on that creativity, one of those 21st century skills. So I'm clicking on arrows. Over here, I can open up the color scheme and just give it a different color scheme from the start. I'll choose Foundry. You can also give it different fonts. So there's an impact font. I'm going to use this industrial font that has Franklin Gothic Heavy and Franklin Gothic Book. So let's go with that. We are making a 3-panel brochure, not a 4-panel. We're making a 3-panel brochure. Now that I've got my template chosen, I picked my color scheme, I picked my font scheme, and I changed it to 3-panel. I am ready to go. The brochure opens up. Over here on the left hand side you see page 1 and you see page 2. I will have some hard copies in the room so that hopefully it'll make more sense if you can hold it in your hand, but I will try to explain it right now and see if that helps you as well. So on page 1, the far right hand side is the cover of your brochure. The middle of page 1 is actually going to be the back of the brochure, and then the left hand side of page 1 is going to fold and end up inside. So it's just like an inside flap, the back cover, and then the front cover. Page 2 of the brochure is everything that's inside the information. So you are going to put 80% of the information you're trying to communicate in here. We're looking up a specific engineering field or engineering career, and then we're going to communicate all that information with myself, with your classmates, with your friends and family who want to see your brochure. Hopefully you can educate all of us on whatever career you decide to look up. So page 1 has the front cover, the back cover, and then a fold that goes inside the brochure where some information can go, and then page 2 has the majority of your information that you are trying to communicate. Alright, let's get creative. Just like in the PowerPoint, right click and left click are going to do very different things. Right here's where I can put my title. I'm going to change it. I'm just going to use engineering. I'm going to press enter. Oops. I'm going to change it. I'm going to click off of it. There it is. That's not too creative. That doesn't look very exciting. I want to spice that up a little bit. I want to make it more original. Well, guess what? If I right click on the box. I can format text box. I can add a color to it. I can right click on it again, format text box. I can even put a picture on there. So let me drag a picture real quick to my desktop just so you can see what that looks like. I'm going to click on the picture and then drag this version of the picture to the desktop. I'm going to go back to Publisher. I'm going to right click on there. I'm going to say Format Text Box, Fill Effects, Picture or Texture Fill. I'm going to choose that file that I just put on the desktop. I'm going to say OK, and that should work out pretty good. Oops, I clicked the X. Sorry. Do it again. Picture, File, Insert, OK, OK. And there it is. So now I have an image behind my text. I can highlight that text, I can make it bigger, I can, center it, I can do all kinds of different stuff with it. I can change the color, I can make it a nice pale green, which you can't really see that well. One thing you're going to find is that there are a lot of different boxes all over these brochures to be edited. So make sure that you edit every single box. You probably don't want this one to say Microsoft. You probably don't want this stuff on the back. You can put a picture on the back. You can put, something about the author. You're the author on the back of the brochure, whatever you want. So the cover or the front of the brochure is going to be your cover. It's going to introduce people to what you're about to share with them, what information you're about to share with them. Then the inside, you're going to change the text. So you're going to type new text and tell us all the research that you've done about that particular engineering career. And the back cover can be an additional picture. It can just be info about you. If you just click on these boxes, they are very easy to delete. If you highlight the words in them, they are very easy to change. I highly recommend, switching up the colors a little bit, throwing pictures in behind your text. I believe you can also, insert, we could probably insert a picture across the whole background. Let's see what that looks like, how you can do all these gradients and stuff. Let's see, we could put a picture in there, just like we did on our PowerPoint. And then that fills up the whole background of your brochure. And you can, spend some time and energy adding different pictures on top of that picture. So there are a lot of different ways that you can edit these brochures. I'm going to minimize this. I'm going to see if I can just drag and drop. I think that's an easy way to add a picture as well. Yeah, so you can just drag and drop from your desktop and then size it and move it around and add pictures that way. So you can put pictures behind pictures, you can put pictures behind words, you can make your words look nicer. I'm a big fan of word art. I told you guys that. I think sometimes that looks pretty good. And they even have different styles on here that I don't think are as available on PowerPoint. So that's just a quick overview.